Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I am the picker card Empress, and today we are getting um a message from your person. What do they want to tell you? What do they want to say in their heart of hearts? What do they want you to know right now? So their messages for you at this time. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, let's look at the decks today. So the first pile, you've seen the overhead view, and the first pile is the Tower of Dreams. Now all these are zero, and I love zero. It's just so vibrant, so real, just gorgeous, right? Every card is like a painting. So this is the Tower of Dreams, and we have this bejeweled butterfly. And for the second pile, we have this bee. They're all pollinators, by the way. Interesting. And then we have the Legacy of the Divine. She looks fierce, right? And the third pile is Tower Grand Lux. And a flower, of course. To the pollinators, a flower. Okay. So, you know what? For some of you, you might have two or more persons interested in you right now. They may like to, pollinate your flower. Anyways, people, pick your pile and I'll go to back what you're reading. Never mind me. See you in a bit. Hey, pile one. So if you chose the Tarot of Dreams, this is going to be your reading. So we're trying to find out, what does your person want you to know? What message do they have for you right now? So before we get into the reading, let us get a significator for your person's energy towards you at this time. Person's energy. Let me just turn down the music a bit. All right. Did I do this already? I probably did. All right. Underneath the deck, okay, we have a warrior. All right. They are triggered. Okay. They are triggered, but you know what this trigger is doing? It's triggering them to like fight for you. They feel like they have competition. And that's why I think I said maybe you have two persons that are vying for your hand right now. So whoever your person is, your main love interest, it looks like they are triggered because they feel that there's somebody else here on this battlefield and they are determined to vanquish the enemy. All right, so you've brought out their warrior spirit here. So this is someone who wants to fight for you, fight for your hand, Yeah, they're angry. They're angry. How dare you think about taking away my precious, So, warrior spirit activated. Warrior spirit activated, okay. Alright, let's get a significator. Alright, let's see. Oh, good load. Ain't no sunshine when you're gone. And you know what? They don't even want to see the sun. Alright, so I feel like this person might be depressed. Okay, I feel so. I think they're depressed. And I think there's something about maybe a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse or whenever was the last eclipse really triggered this person. I think this person didn't recognize how much they relied on you as supply. Let's call it supply, right? Because this is an energy vampire, isn't it? Okay? This is an energy vampire. This is someone who, they didn't realize how much light you brought into their life or how dead they were feeling inside before you came in. But now I feel like, I don't know if you removed yourself or something like that, but this person, that's a lot of sleepless nights. They're having a lot of sleepless nights here. This is someone who wants to devour you in so many different ways. But I feel like If this person is alone at this time, and by alone I mean away from your energies, because they need to be, because this person needs to learn how to be self-sustaining. They've been living off of you. Okay? You have been like their life's blood, like literally. And now Spirit is asking them to sustain themselves. Whatever situation they're in, it looks like they're not happy there. So they relied on you to bring the little spark into their life, you know? That's their little spark of joy. And then that spark of joy will take them through the day. Okay? Until next time. When they need another pick me up. You know, so you were there. You were their drug. You were their drug of choice. Drug of choice. And they feel like literally lifeless without you. Which I guess is good for you because, you know, they're very attached to you, but at the same time, this is not a healthy dynamic at all. And I think this is why this person's been forced by Spirit to really make themselves happy, you know. Let's give this person a little love right there. Yeah, to make themselves happy. Let's pull a couple cards on that. I mean, that's my interpretation. But let's pull a couple cards. Spirit talked to us about this energy vampire here. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So they're pretty destabilized right now. They're not feeling stable. Because you will their grounding cord. Spirit tells about this energy vampire. Okay. We have Temperance. We have Nine of Wands in reverse. And when I picked up this card, they said humbled. Humbled. And we have Two of Cups. It's just like I was saying. I don't think your person realized how much they relied on you or how much they even loved you. I don't think they allowed themselves to feel that. But I feel like whatever is happening in their life right now has really humbled this person. Okay? Has really humbled this person. Okay? I think they may have been some kind of divine justice here. Because Temperance is also a card of karma. Okay? And this divine justice is meant to refine them and to really bring them into balance. It looks like they were just like consuming you. Okay? You know, just... There was just an imbalance of energies, right? You were there giving, and they were just like sucking it all up. Sucking it all up. So whatever is happening here in their life, that's humbling them. Okay, it's really making them realize how deeply they feel for you. How deeply they feel for you. So what do they want you to know? That they feel for you quite deeply. And they had to go through this ego, that they had to go through this humbling by Spirit in order to allow their psyche to acknowledge that. Let's see what's happening in their life. So we're going to get to what they want you to know. Well, they want you to know all of this, but we're going to get to their messages for you in a moment. But let's see what's happening in their life that's driving this energy here. All right, listen, in this deck here, some of the cards are back to front, all kind of crap. But it's a lot of cards. Alright, so the card on top of the deck is toxic masculinity, and maybe this is exactly the emotion they're in. You know, toxic masculinity, it doesn't believe in the expression of emotions except for anger. Alright, and maybe that's why we saw that warrior spirit on the bottom, right? So there's someone, you know, taking pride in being hard, right? Nothing can touch them. Emotions can't touch them. But there's nothing healthy about that. Absolutely nothing. Okay? All right, underneath the deck, Spirit saying you learn the answer. So whatever you've been feeling in your psyche about this person and what they're going through in their life, Spirit is affirming for you that it is the truth. Okay? All right, let's have a look. Ooh. All right, we have sex with the pet. Okay, this is something really weird going on here. So what I get with that is, like, extremes, especially sexual extremes. Okay, we have so and so. For me, that's like a kind of gossip. Stop people pleasing. Put yourself first. Okay. And what family member comes to mind right now? So whichever family member comes to mind right now, it looks like they might be setting some firm boundaries with that particular person. So you rely on your intuition. All right, what do I get from this lineup? I get from this lineup that your person has multiple addictions. One of their addictions was and is you. Okay? That's one of their addictions. But I don't think that's the only one. All right? I do think that they are addicted to validation. Okay? So because we do have people pleasing here, this is something that they're trying to transmute. Okay? There's something that they're trying to stop, right? The word I want to use is not coming to mind, so that's why I'm reaching, right? And they might have had some kind of sexual extremes right here, because we do have sex with a pet, and bestiality is, well, for me anyways, it's quite an extreme thing, because the animal, it cannot consent. Okay, so for me that's quite extreme, and it's also a violation of boundaries, a violation of the innocence. So maybe in your person's world, maybe there was a violation of innocence in terms of maybe their innocence. Okay, but I do think that they too lived a life of extremes, and maybe it's a result of whatever trauma, and it could have been some kind of sexual trauma they may have gone through as a child. Okay, I think as a child somebody violated their boundaries, so this person grew up boundaryless. Okay, boundaryless. All right, so I feel like addicted to validation, addicted to you, and I do think there's some kind of sexual extreme that's coming through here. Now, I do think that this person is going through some sort of awakening, and they're doing some major healing. And the lesson that they are learning right now is about boundaries, how to set healthy boundaries for themselves, and how to respect the boundaries of others, how to take care of themselves, okay? Because I think they relied a lot on you for your nurturing energy, right? But now they're learning how to take care of themselves, how to nurture themselves, how to love themselves. These are key principles that your person's learning at this time in their life. I think people are also noticing the changes that your person is going through. So there's this gossip that's going on. Your person is not the same. So people are noticeably seeing the changes that your person is making. And there's some people that may not be happy about it. And Spirit is saying, think of a family member, whichever family member comes to mind right now. So for you, for everybody, it's going to be a different one, right? But think of a family member. And that's the family member that they are setting healthy boundaries with. And from the moment you start setting healthy boundaries, right, those persons who would have benefited from you not having any or having lax boundaries, they're the first ones to be pissed off. So it looks like there's a particular family member for your person, right? And you will know who it is. Spirit saying what family member comes to mind. They're not too happy with the changes that they're seeing your person, because the kind of benefits they would have extracted from your person before, they can no longer do so. Okay? All right. What does your person want you to know? What's their message for you at this time? Let's get into the meat of the matter. What's their message for you? We have the Three of Swords. All right. We have the Five of Swords. That's a lot of mental energy right there. We've got the Devil. All right, so it's exactly as I was saying. And we have the Tower in reverse. What do they want you to know? Well, they're sorry. Okay, they're sorry. I think in your relationship, let's get two more. I want 6 cards. We have the Tree of Life. Yeah, exactly right. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Right. In your relationship, your person was more concerned with keeping up appearances and, projecting this hard exterior to the world. And to the world, it also included you, okay? This hard exterior to the world. And they didn't want to admit to themselves or anybody else how much they cared for you. And it basically took your loss or you stepping back from the situation for them to acknowledge these feelings. I think this person was determined not to let this tower fall, not to let their guard fall, not to let the walls around their heart fall. I mean, they did everything. They may even have pushed you away in order to do so. They may have indulged in all kinds of addictions in order to do so, in order to escape what they were feeling, in order to numb out. So they had multiple addictions, okay? So they weren't able to assess the situation correctly with you. And I think that resulted in you getting hurt. So I don't think that they're the only person in the Three of Swords. I do think that they are recognizing that they caused a lot of heartbreak in your life and they sabotage this connection. We have the Five of Swords, right? I think this person, because they needed the upper hand, because they needed to feel safe, because they needed to feel impenetrable, I think this person was playing a lot of mind games with you. Just trying to mind fuck you. And in the mind fuck is all about control. It's all about control. Trying to control you. Because they feel by controlling you, they would have been able to control the connection. Okay? And how close you got to them. But it failed. They feel like you are their destiny. Like you are the one that was sent to them by their ancestors. That's how they feel. Okay? And now they want to invest in this connection, but they don't even know how. So I feel like they want to reach out. They also want you to know that they consider you to be their friend. Okay? They want you to know that they trust you. And that's big for this person. They trust you. But there's some inner demons that they have to face right now. And for some of them, it's substance abuse. For some of them, it's a sex addiction. Okay, there are different things. But your person navigated most of their life basically in a disassociated or, just kind of numbed out state of mind. They didn't want to face their trauma. They didn't want to face their feelings. They didn't want to face life. So they lived in this fantasy world of their own making. Never letting their guard down. How can you truly love? How can you truly love if you don't let your guard down? Because the walls that are protecting you are also preventing others from reaching you and from you to connect with other people. Right? So this is a lesson that they are learning at this time. And so this is what they want you to know. In summary, they know they fucked up. That's the main message. They know they fucked up. Let's get some messages from their 3D self. We have slow and steady. So I feel like this person's going to reapproach you, but it's going to be that kind of Knight of Pentacles energy. It's going to be slow and steady, right? I feel like in the past as well, and this, I think there's a big change in dynamics for your person. 'Cause I think in the past they really got into relationships really quickly. As soon as they exited one, they need to jump in another one because they didn't want time to think. They didn't want time to debrief. Okay, they just wanted to numb, and I think this person has been using substances and people to numb out. What do they want you to know here? We have take a risk. So they want you to know that they are going to be taking a risk. This is the Fool's energy. So they want to take a leap of faith. Take a chance on me, right? But they also want you to take a chance on them, okay? That's by Queen, right? Abba? Okay. You tell me. Take a chance on me. Right? So they want you to take a chance on them because they are fully intended to take a chance on you. The kind of life that they are living out. They don't want to return to the energy vampire. They want to thrive, you know. They don't want to be this creature of the night, this predator. Self-sabotage. Well, we spoke about it. So they are acknowledging that they did sabotage this connection and by extension themselves. They did. They were so concentrating on defend themselves from fucking what I don't know, right? They were so concentrated on defending themselves that they didn't realize that they were really hurting themselves. So the thing they want to prevent, they end up doing it themselves. New friendship. So I told you, this person wants to start afresh. All right. And they want it to be slow and steady. And they want to start with friendship first. Okay. And this, it makes them feel safe. It makes them, build on the trust that they already have for you. And that's important to this person, to feel safe. Okay. We have take control. So I feel like they're going to take a position of leadership at this time. I don't think it's the kind of domination and manipulation that they were exercising in the past. I think this is like emperor mode. Whether a person is male or female in body, doesn't matter. I'm just talking about the energies. And the energy of the masculine, the energy of the emperor is to take the lead. Okay, it is about power, not force, right? Because what we were trying to do before is force, right? Manipulation, that is force, right? They're not doing that. They want to be in a position of power and they want you to respect them. Okay, so I do think they're doing a lot of inner engineering at this time, really focusing on themselves, focusing on their healing, on their trauma, and gradually letting you really get close to them and into their inner world. Okay, and not many people have access. This is not something that this person allows free rein to, right? So you've been chosen. All right. So based on what we're seeing here, what can we expect will be this person's actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? What can we expect? You can expect the Three of Wands. All right, Spirit is saying have patience. That's what the Three of Wands. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Sun in reverse. All right, Spirit saying, with this person, you have to have some patience, okay? Right now, I think they're depressed and they're feeling disempowered. They don't feel like they are your equal, okay? I think they feel very destabilized in many, many ways, including monetary-wise, right? So I think this is something that they're going to be working on. They're going to be working on their self-love, their self-esteem, their projects, things that they love, things that they've always wanted to bring into this reality. This person feels like they need to level up. They need to be your equal before approaching you. This person doesn't feel like an emperor right now. They're working towards it, but they don't feel it. And once they don't feel it, they're not going to come towards you in a serious way. I think you can expect a conversation, them reaching out just to keep the connection alive. But don't expect any big offers right now. This person, they want to like build themselves up. Okay? For some of them, they might be with someone else and they need to get single. We have the Nine of Pentacles here. So they're going to be working on that. So that might take time. So the energy is not to wait at all. But it is about being compassionate and giving them that room to do what they need to do, to be who they need to be, you know? All right. So what's Spirit's advice for you? Okay, we have underneath the deck manipulation. I do think this is the energy they were in before, but Spirit is saying this person is mirroring you. And if they were manipulative, you would have been manipulative too. You were also trying to control the narrative, trying to control the relationship. Okay? So this is something that's also mirrored in you. So Spirit is bringing your attention to that. What's Spirit's advice for you here? We have openness. And this really reminds me of like the yin, right? The female principle, because it is it's a card number 26. It is the vibration of 2 and 6. 2 being the high priestess, 6 being the lover. So I feel from this divine feminine energy, okay? And it, of course, we use the 8, which is about power. So Spirit is saying right now, your superpower right now is being able to receive. That means with regard to this connection, the only action you're taking is to be open. Be open to the universe. Trust the guidance that you're getting. And be open when they come back. That's not to say not have boundaries, but be open to what they have to say. Okay? Be open to starting this friendship, because that's what it's going to be when they come back. Be open to starting this friendship anew. Okay? Don't try to do what they did, which is lock off their heart. Because you might be sabotaging yourself. Okay? So Spirit saying they are coming back. And Spirit saying try to have an open mind and an open heart. But of course, naturally you have your boundaries. And you're going to listen to your intuition. Because this is a general reading. And everybody has their own set of circumstances. Some person are going to take more healing time than others. So you will gauge as to when this person is on your level and when they're serious about you. And how much access they can have to your energy. Okay? All right, my love. That was your reading. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Number 1, for liking, for commenting, for disliking, right? It all helps with the algorithm, for sharing, right? It all helps, and it helps our community expand and grow. And for those that buy extended readings and click on the ads, a special thanks to you for going the extra mile. And please, could you do that for any reader that you enjoy, because it keeps us right here where we want to be, which is on YouTube, bringing these readings for you. All right, my love. Take care. Bye. Hey, Val 2, if you chose the Legacy of the Divine Tarot, this is going to be your reading, okay? So we are asking, what does your person want you to know right now? What's their messages for you? Okay? All right, so let's get into this. Let's get a significator for your person. All right, so we have, they're bringing up that show, A River Runs Through It. I remember starting to watch, I could never remember what that show is about. A River Runs Through It. Anyways, a river runs through it. They feel like there is this ocean, very tumultuous ocean that separates you guys. You're there, you're a bride, waiting. They know that this person knows that you're waiting, okay? Waiting on them, and they want to be with you. They just don't know how to get across. There's a lot of things that they're going to have to navigate to get to you. A lot of obstacles. And they're not sure if they are competent enough. They're not. You see, it's by the edge of the cliff there, right? This is someone who wants to take a leap of faith. But they have some real obstacles, like 3D obstacles, that they need to surmount in order to get to you. Some really treacherous waters, All right, let's see the energy towards you at this time. They feel trapped. They feel trapped. They feel like a fool. All right. Why does this person feel like a fool? Because they basically created a prison for themselves. I think this person was playing around. I think they were playing with your feelings, playing with your heart, and not just your own mother, other people. I think this person did not take life seriously. Like an unevolved Sagittarius or an unevolved Aries. I think that is the energy that I'm getting. Not taking life seriously. Okay? Not taking other people seriously. And not able to see beyond the self as to the impact of one's words, thoughts, and deeds. Okay? They didn't have that kind of awareness. And now they've kind of just boxed themselves into a hole, and they just don't know how to get out. So they could be genuinely stuck in a situation. For some of you, this person might be incarcerated. Okay, they might be incarcerated. Or currently before the judicial system may have incarceration hanging over their heads. Might be stuck in a job they don't like. Might be stuck in a city they don't like. Right? Because they were making decisions from an unevolved place. And now their evolved self no longer wants these things that the unevolved self manifested. And so it's a journey that we all go through. So we can hold our judgment on this person, right? We can hold our judgment because it's a journey that we all go through. All of us have been unevolved to some degree. Even thus that came to this earth with a knowing, might have starseed energy, whatever it is, that came to us with a knowing. All of us have done and manifested a lot of unevolved things. Okay? Unevolved relationships, right? So we can sympathize and empathize with this person because the things that you want when you're unevolved definitely don't matter when you are evolved. So and I think this is where they're at. What do they do with the things that they've manifested in an unevolved state of mind? The relationships, the people, the friendships, the jobs. What do you do with it? What do you do with it? I was very ego, goal, and achievement driven. And what I manifested for myself was a very toxic ass job. Was a very toxic ass job because all I met was other ego, unevolved, achievement-based, achievement-driven people. It was a very hostile environment. I was lucky enough that I was in a particular unit where they were loving and kind people, but very much the psyche of the institution, okay, the consciousness of the institution was very unevolved. So when I started on my journey, what was I going to do with that? I had to leave. I had to leave because where I'm no longer in vibrational alignment with that. And this is the person right now, they're no longer in vibrational alignment with these things. What do they do with these things? It's only going to be a matter of time when they see the solution, which is you have to leave it behind. What can you do? You have to leave it behind. It is no longer who you are. Let's pull some cards. So that's just what I'm getting from my own awareness and intuition, but let's pull some tarot. Okay? So that you can also see. Because this is what tarot cards are for. It's for the viewer to see. It's just for the message to manifest in a physical way. But it is in our consciousness. All right, so what we have here. 7 of Cups in reverse. No longer confused. They got clarity, a whole lot of clarity from behind these bars. Behind bars, you see life in a different way, you know, because they really get to appreciate things like the sun and like freedom. So they are seeing things crystal clear right now. And the multiple options that they had before, they no longer want it. That's from an unevolved place. All right, so let's pull 3 cards on this card. All right, so we have 7 of Swords in reverse. They're tired of living the lie. We have the Chariot in reverse, feeling stuck and trapped. Okay, so it's all the messages we were getting before, right? And we have the Knight of Wands. I told you the player had to come out. I told you the player had to come out, right? So they were just making decisions from an unevolved place, playing with people's feelings. But in the end, guess who they played? They played themselves. So now they want to explore other options. Okay? They want this freedom to see the world in a different way. Because Sagittarian energy is about spiritual expansion and exploration. Okay? When it is evolved. Right? Unevolved, well, you know, you're just exploring all kind of different energies. Right? So they want to have the freedom to go after what they are now in alignment with. And it looks like they feel like they are in alignment with you. They just don't know how to go about that. You see, they're not... I have a friend who's a Sagittarius, and, you know, she battled stage 3 colon cancer. And she said, you can't look at the whole road. You can't look at the whole road. Because if you look at the whole road, you're going to get overwhelmed. All you have to do is every day concentrate on putting one foot, like literally some days, one foot in front of the other. That's all. Just concentrate on putting one foot in front of the other. Don't look at the whole road. If you look at the whole road, you give up. She says just put one foot in front of the other. And just revel in the small tasks. Being able to bathe yourself. Being able to have a pain-free day. Being able to eat 2 spoons of rice. You know, just put one foot in front of the other. That's what she says. And this is what this person needs to do. Just start with something small. A small token of what you want to achieve. A small token of the freedom that you want to achieve. Just put one foot. Make that small gesture. And you see how the universe meets you more than halfway. Sometimes. But they are looking at the whole road. This is someone that has to see the end result. They have to see farther in the distance. Okay? That they will be successful before they even try. But it won't work for this situation. They have to put one foot in front of the other and trust that spirit is going to meet them. Okay? Let's have a look at what might be going on in your person's life right now. Why do they feel stuck? What are they stuck in? On top of it, they're kissing cousins. All right, so something incestuous. And it may not be actual incest. It might be maybe they're in a particular community, and it's a very enmeshed kind of environment where everybody knows everybody and everybody's in everybody's business. So in order to break away from that inner circle, you're not just breaking ties with one person, you're breaking ties with multiple people that you may have known all your life. Okay? And maybe it could be something incestuous that they're breaking free from as well, like an emotionally incestuous situation, like a lot of mothers have with their children. All right, so there could be that as well. All right, but that's at the top of the deck. Yeah, because this kind of deck, I don't usually mess with it. Okay. All right, so underneath the deck, you are in love with someone else, marriage expired. So this is what they've realized, that they want something different. Is exactly what I said, right? They want something different. This is the undercurrent, right? They want something different. They realize that they're in love with someone else. They are no longer in alignment with whoever they are with or wherever they are at. Okay, this contract that they were meshed in is expired. Time has run out. Lessons been learned. Time to move on. So they have to find a way to extricate themselves from that situation. And that's what they're thinking about. All right. What's happening in your person's life right now? Woo. Well, they're bitter, right? We have bitterness. They could be bitter of somebody else. Let me pull out all the cards and let me see. We have time to cut them off. You see what I'm saying, guys? So we just getting confirmation of everything that we've explored so far, right? We have a sister, all right? I forgive myself. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. What is happening here? I feel like it's just as we said. It's just as we said. I think your person is realizing that they got a lot of haters around them, even family members. Even family members, right? They have a lot of people around them that aren't interested in their highest good. And for your person, it could be a sister or someone that they value like a sister. They realize that person's a frenemy. Okay? That person is just bitter. And maybe they used to rely on this person for advice about your relationship, about their life. But they realize that this person here does not have their best interests at heart. I think a person is also, dealing with a lot of regret, and they're trying to forgive themselves for their actions in the past. Okay. But they realize that they really hurt themselves, hurt you, and really sabotage their life and maybe abandon their life purpose. Because they were uninvolved. They didn't know better. They didn't know better. So they're trying to forgive themselves for a lot of the things that they did when they did not know better. They also realize, and because they are on this upward trajectory, going through this ascension process, that not everybody can come with them. That there's some people that need to get left behind, that need to get cut off, that they need to love from afar. And one of them might be a sister or someone that they consider to be a sister. They're realizing they have to cut some people off. They have to cut some people off. Now, because we had marriage expired as the undercurrent, maybe they could also realize that the person that they're with, they do love them. But it is a love that one would have for a sister. It's very platonic. They're not in love with this person. They love this person. They care about this person's well-being. They protect this person. But they are not in love with this person. They're in love with you. Okay? So this is something that they're realizing as well. Right? No, they have a lot of hard decisions to make. Do they continue with this marriage where they just feel, just very brotherly feelings for this person. They probably can't even bring themselves to have sex with this person because it feels incestuous. It feels incestuous. Maybe they're feeling like they're kissing their cousin. And not in a good way. It's never in a good way. Anyways. Yeah, it's never in a good way. Well, tell that to the royal family anyways. So they're realizing that they're living a sham. They're living a sham. And this is what they co-created. They're looking at the fruits of their labor and they're realizing this is just a sham. All right. What other messages do they have for you? What do they want you to know? We have the Eight of Wands. All right. That's about a conversation, forward movement. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords. And we have the Five of Swords, sabotage. Okay, so what do they want you to feel, want you to know? First and foremost, they love you. It's right here. This Knight of Cups. They love you. Well, we saw that from the first card, the undercurrent. They love you. They love you and they know that you love them. Okay? They're just regretting that they didn't invest in this connection when they had the opportunity and the chance with that Seven of Pentacles in reverse. They're also regretting that they hurt you. They know they hurt you and they're trying to forgive themselves for that. Okay? They know that they sabotaged this connection. They know it. With all their games, all their mind games and all that. Maybe you can watch Power One. I think they're very much, it's kind of like almost the same energy. Okay? And they did it because what? Hurt people hurt people. Hurt people hurt people. They want you to know, though, that they are making a lot of positive changes in their life. And that they do want to talk to you. And they do want to move forward with you. But there's their own self-concept that they have to work on first. They do not feel good enough. And they don't feel like they have enough to give. Especially when it comes to finances. They don't feel like they have enough to give. They don't feel like they are on your level. Yeah, my brother just called. Okay, so sorry about that. Anyways, so maybe the person that they need to cut off is a brother and all, right? But so this person's making a lot of changes, but they realize that the person that they need to invest in right now is themselves. It's themselves. Hindsight is always 20/20. So they're getting this 20/20 look here. They just cause themselves a lot of pain, but this is part of the learning process. We go through experiences, sometimes very painful ones, and we learn and we grow. So this person's learning and they're growing. Okay. All right. Let's get some additional messages here. This is the Infinity Oracle by Luna Sage Soul. You can check out her shop on Etsy. All right, underneath the deck, Dark Knight of the Soul. Yeah, definitely. I would believe that for sure. For sure. All right, what do they want you to know here? We have winter. Well, I'm recording this December of 2022, so we are in winter. Well, but let me pull a card. So what about winter? Okay, Judgment in reverse. So they're under some kind of divine judgment right now. Well, they're locked up, right? So that they're like in karmic jail, you know. Spirit teaching you a little lesson there. We have listened to your intuition. So this is what they're trying to do right now. I think whatever this karmic lesson is, or whatever they're going through right now, the challenges they're going through, one of the lessons that they learn is that they have to listen to their intuition. All these people that they were relying on to counsel them and give them advice, and following this advice, this is where they ended up. So your person, they're listening to their intuition, the intuition that's coming through from spirit. We have take a risk. Definitely watch Pile 2. This came out in Pile. Oh my God. Definitely watch Pile 1. This came out in Pile 1 as well. So they want to take a chance on this relationship. They want to take this leap of faith. I feel like they're going to regret it if they don't do that now. They know that they are protected. I feel like your person's having a lot of spiritual experiences. Okay, for some of them, they may be connecting with their guides or, some kind of archangel. Okay, so they have a lot of spiritual protection around them right now, and they know it. They know it. Whatever's happening to them is like they feel spirit in a very tangible way in their life right now. All right. So based on what we're seeing here, guys, what can we expect will be their next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? We have 4 of Swords in reverse. We have the Moon. We have the King of Swords in reverse. And we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. All right. I'm not seeing any action towards you. More like actions towards themselves and whatever else is happening in their life. I see they're going to be hurting, okay? They're going to be doing some serious shadow work, but they are going to be tapping into their intuition. What their intuition is telling them is that there's someone in their life that's really narcissistic. The King of Swords, for me, is the overt narcissist. So there's someone who has a lot of, not just narcissistic tendencies, they may even be diagnosed as a narcissist in their life, and the intuition is telling them to no longer give energy to that situation. So I think they're going to be trying to wrap that up. Okay, it could be narcissistic family members, it could be a partner, it could be their job, right? Just like me, their job, right? Right, their job, right? So they're going to be in this healing mode here, focusing on really doing some serious healing of their heart. But I don't see them coming forward and being very chatty. I think they will come forward and just give you a little breadcrumbs to keep the connection going, because they're trying to sort out their life. Okay, that's what I get. What's Spirit's advice for you in this connection at this time? What's Spirit's advice? Yeah, and that's what I was saying to all their life. The garbage truck just came. Yeah, they're trying to clean it up. Okay, throw out the garbage, the things that they no longer need. All right. So we have here bad choices underneath here. So Spirit is saying, you've been tempted. You should know what this person's going through, because you've made some bad choices in your life too. But you've learned the lesson from these choices, and so too will your person. Okay. We have bad attitude. All right. So Spirit said, okay, this person right now, they're going through this healing process, and that might be kind of delaying this connection. Okay, but Spirit saying, what's delaying the connection? Your side is your bad attitude. Like, you know what? You're like, you know what? Fuck this shit. And you're just throwing your love away. All right, Spirit saying, don't allow your anger, bitterness and resentment cause you to sabotage this connection, because that's what you're doing with here, where you're pretending not to care. Okay, Spirit saying this is not the attitude to adopt. Okay, you need patience. You need to be working on yourself, but not throwing the baby out with the bathwater. This baby's trying to heal. You know, Spirit saying you got a bad attitude. All right, my love. Okay, people with a bad attitude. This was a reading. I hope that it was helpful. I want to thank you guys for everything that you do for this channel. Please like this video if you can. If you can put a comment down below, even if it's just an emoji, that really helps with the algorithm. If you're able to interact with the ads, purchase extended links, support me in terms of by supporting the coalition against domestic violence in my country, that would be very, very helpful. But your likes, your subscribes, clicking on the notification bell, that's sufficient. Okay, all right, my love, take care. Bye. Hey, pile 3, if you chose the flowers and the tarot grand lux, this is going to be a reading. And today we're asking, what does your person want you to know? We're getting messages from your person. Okay, if they could speak freely, if they had no fear, what would they want to say? All right, so before we get into that, let's get a significator for your person's energy towards you right now. We have someone they're wounded. Okay, they're wounded. It could be someone who relies on you or uses you as some kind of crutch to get through life. So there's a message about codependency in this particular card. But this is someone who they feel like their movements are curtailed in some sort of way. I think this person has had a hard life, okay? And maybe that's why they're so codependent, They've had an absolutely hard life, so there's been a lot of trauma. And however their brain has been rewired, it's rewired to be so abandonment averse, rejection averse, that they will do anything for people to like them and show them love. Even pretend to be ill. They would. They really would. If that got your attention, that got you giving them sympathy, they would. That's the character you're dealing with. If they had to take the pity party, they would. They would do a little bit of guilt tripping. They really would. Well, what's going on with this person? I've been trying to get a significator for the longest. Alrighty. All right. So we have here, it's a card, chopwood, in the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot. They're just Going through the emotions of life. Going through, I was saying going through the motions, but it came out like going through the emotions. And maybe they are. Maybe they are. But wherever they're at, whether it's in their work or they're in another relationship, when you guys are apart, they're just going through the motions of life. Okay? If you look at it here, there's no real interaction with them and other people. Somebody's over there doing their thing, and they're over there doing their thing. So I feel like a person is either purposely isolating themselves or they just don't have a connection with the people around them. Because there's no interaction here. No interaction. They're just doing what needs to be done to keep a household running or the finances flowing, but there's no interaction there. Let me pull 3 cards on that energy, and let's see what happens. Let's get 3 cards on that. I also feel like they feel disconnected from you. They feel disconnected from you, like you're just ignoring them. You're just working hard, doing your thing, and you're not paying them any mind. Yeah. Look at here. You're the Queen of Pentacles. So they're seeing you working hard, doing your thing, and you just, as far as they're concerned, you don't look like you give a fuck. This person thinks that you don't give a fuck. They're working hard to get your attention, and they're trying to flex their muscles. Look at me. Look at how I'm swinging that axe. And you're like, whatever. Whatever. We have the Page of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. What am I getting here? I'm getting that this person is doing all sorts of little things to get your attention. Remember I told you if this person needed to pretend that they were ill, they would, because they need that kind of attention and that kind of validation. I'm getting the same thing with this card. It's like they're doing everything in their power to get your attention, by really trying to think about the things that you would like, all these displays of masculinity, even though they may be male or female in body, it doesn't matter, right? Or whatever their body is. Maybe they don't identify, right? So they're doing all these different things to show you their value, okay? Doing little things to reach out. And you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. You're ignoring this person. And this really brings up a childhood wound for them, right? I feel like this person might have been neglected. Maybe they grew up in that age where when they try and act out, you ignore them completely, right? So you are like really triggering this person with the non-attention that you're giving them. And so they're finding all sorts of distorted ways in order to provoke a reaction from you. That's their way of reaching out. Toxic, right? So they're doing all these bids for your attention, okay? And you're not responding. You're not responding. But they only know toxic ways to reach out. Okay, they don't know about transparency and honesty, integrity, being straightforward. They don't know about that. So they're doing these kind of roundabout ways to get your attention, and you're just ignoring the hell out of them. For some of you, your person might be with someone else, because in my readings, the reverse court cards are karmic energies. So I feel like these bids that they're trying on you usually work on the people that they usually associate with, okay? Or maybe the people that are in their life. So they don't understand why it's not working on you, right? Because this is tried and true methods. Tried and true methods of getting someone's attention, making someone jealous, or like posting pics with somebody else. Those kinds of things, right? These are tried and true methods to engage. But as far as you're concerned, it's an absolute turn off, and you're just minding your own business. Let's see what's happening in this person's life. Because clearly they're not content, right? They're trying to get your attention by any means necessary, right? So let's see what's happening in their life. Why are they so discontented? And I mean, their life is just going to be a reflection of how they're feeling inside. Huh? What's on top of this? Who killed the pet? Okay, so somebody's a little psycho. And then we have a cousin. All right, so, and family legacy. So I feel like the reason why your person does all these distorted things and these distorted bids to get your attention, and they're tried and true, is because this is the energy of their family. Okay, this is what people in this family do to get other people's attention. They trigger the person. Okay, they do something provocative. Okay, trigger a response. So they're trying to figure out why it's not working with you. This is how their family interacts. You want someone's attention, you do something provocative. This is the energy that they grew up in. These are the people that they've always dealt with. So why isn't this working on you? You must not care about them, you see. Yeah, as far as they're concerned, you don't care about them. We have something ain't right at church. All right, so this person, I mean, they could be religious, okay? Or this could point to something a bit more sinister, which might have been some abuse at church. Because when you have church, the big C could be Catholic church. I grew up Catholic. Okay, so there might have been something inappropriate that happened there. Or maybe your person could have grown up, evangelical or something. Because church, for me, it suggests something, Christianity. Suggests Christianity. So it looked like there might have been some breach of boundaries there, some kind of a secret. I remember I told you a person, had a very traumatic childhood. So maybe there was something that happened there in that environment that was supposed to be a safe space, that they may never have told anyone about. So there's some kind of trauma connected to church. It could be related to maybe some kind of religious abuse as well, where people use different doctrine, dogma in order to control people through fear. And maybe your person's realizing that now, that something is not right about this. Okay, that energy. Because fear has nothing to do with the divine. Okay. We have domestic abuse. Okay, so we have abuse coming out there. So it looks like there's a lot going on in their circle that they're finally seeing with fresh eyes. Maybe before they knew what was going on, but because they're in that vibration, that was their normal. But now things are changing, especially with especially through their interactions with you. They're realizing, what, maybe there's something wrong about the way these people interact. Maybe. We have secret love child. So we have something at right at church. We have domestic abuse, secret love child. All right, so all I'm getting there, and remember we had a card, family legacy. So all I'm getting there is like your person's realizing that there's so much dysfunction and toxicity all around them, and then they put a spell on you. So someone might even be trying to manipulate them energetically. Okay, so what is going on in their life? Apparently a lot. Not a lot. Okay. There's something that is going on in their community, in their circle, their wider circle. Okay, that is dysfunctional. There's something that's happening in the inner circle. We have domestic abuse. We have some kind of secret love child coming through, maybe related to some one of their family members, or they may have a secret love child. And there's also something going on here with some spell work, some kind of manipulation. So there's a lot that's going on with your person. Let's pull a card on each one so we can get some clarity. All right. Spirit, tell us what is not right at church. All right. We have the 10 of Cups. Okay, I think your person's rethinking their ideas of what happiness means. Okay, maybe through the religious beliefs that they grew up in, or the dogma, whatever it is, they bought into a particular idea of what happiness looks like, and maybe they spend their whole life chasing what this happiness looks like and this picture perfect image, and now they're realizing that those persons who sold them that dream, who model that so-called picture perfect image, deep down on the inside, there's a lot more sinister that is going on. Okay, so there's somebody in their inner circle. I mean, it could even be a pastor or priest or some mentor that they admire, that they thought was a perfect mentor for them, perfect inspiration for their life. They are realizing that their life is not all it's cracked up to be. And this whole thing about the white picket fence and, the cat, the dog, that kind of thing, maybe that's not what they want. So your person's realized, I think your person's trying to figure out who they really are and what they really want out of life, because they've been chasing somebody else's dream. Let's see what about this domestic abuse card. All right, we have the King of Wands. Okay, now the King of Wands, when he's upright, usually he's a leader. Usually he's a leader, but he can be a little erratic when he's ready. So I feel like your person has put up with a lot in their home space, a lot of dysfunction, a lot of abuse, but I feel like they're setting healthy boundaries here now. The King of Wands is not a pushover. Okay, so I feel they're trying to take charge of that situation at home. What's the secret love child? We have the 4 of Swords. And this is an older gentleman. I feel there could be some kind of secret revealed about their father having maybe a child out of wedlock, or they didn't claim a particular child. Maybe this child is coming forward now, but family secrets being revealed. Family secrets being revealed. That's what I get there. Let's see, they put a spell on you. We have 2 of Swords in reverse, and 2 of Swords in reverse for me goes to the Ace of Swords, which talks about clarity. So it looks like your person, there's some kind of secret that was revealed, and that secret is somebody looks like they were trying to control them energetically, trying to put some kind of spell work on them so that they can do their bidding, or they can stay trapped or stuck in a particular space and place with someone else. So I think a lot of epiphanies for your person right now. Okay, I think they're seeing their situation clearly. They're seeing their family members clearly. They're seeing their outer circle, maybe their church community, if they have a church community or a community that is like a church. They're seeing these people clearly, and they're realizing that this is not the life that they want to live. This is not it. This is not the life that they want to live. And maybe they could have invested a lot of time and energy and money in trying to get this perfect life, this picture perfect image. But now it's like the mask is being ripped off of all these people, and they're realizing that it's all a lie. This perfection that they were, working towards, it's an illusion. It's an illusion, and the people that they admire, they don't have their shit together. What else do they want you to know right now? Their message to you. Let's get 6 tarot cards. Their message to you. We have the High Priestess in reverse. Okay, so that's a secret revealed. We saw the secret love child, right? We have the Seven of Pentacles. And you know, High Priestess in reverse is the end of illusion. We have Judgment in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles. You come out again. We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. And that's why I was saying, you know, just a lot of epiphanies. Okay? It's like your person just got a sudden dose of clarity. It's like the fog just lifted and they just saw themselves, their life, the people around them very clearly. Including you. I think they misjudged you. We have the Judgment here in reverse. And I think they misjudged the whole situation. I think they misjudged everyone around them their whole life. They thought their frenemies were their friends, and they thought that you were their foe. But now they're seeing that all you wanted to do was love them, nurture them, be there for them, be loyal. That's all you wanted. They're seeing that now. They think you have a heart of gold. They see you as so nurturing, so sweet. Too good for them, really. That's what they think. This person, they want to invest in this connection. We have the Seven of Pentacles here. Now that they've gotten this clarity, okay? But they are also realizing that they have been basically looping or just going through cycle after karmic cycle after karmic cycle with this person here. The Queen of Cups reverse. This could be a third party energy. This could be the energy of their family. And the Queen of Cups in reverse is someone who's emotionally manipulative. And that's why your person tried all those of the emotional manipulations with you. Because that's what they know. That's what they know. That's what they know. So every relationship they've had, whether it is platonic or otherwise, this has been the vibration. Emotional manipulation, because they can't ask for their needs to be met directly. They don't have that emotional maturity. So they're trying to get their needs met in a roundabout way through manipulation, through gaslighting, through mind games. That's what they know. So you not responding to what they think are their obvious bids to have their needs met means that you don't love them, but you just don't want to respond to the toxicity, that's all. You are not rewarding bad behavior. But because you're not paying attention, they think that you don't love them. They don't know how you feel about them. Because you're not responding. Let's get some 3D messages from your person. We have secret admirer. So I do think this person is keeping an eye on you. And I do think that they have a newfound respect and admiration for you and who you are. Because they're seeing you through, fresh eyes. Yeah, you represent a lot of temptation. I hear that Usher song, you make me want to leave the one I'm with. That's the sound that I'm hearing in my head. So they're very tempted by you. They're very magnetized towards you. Like they're ready to risk it all, right? Yeah, but they feel stuck. They do feel stuck. They might be with someone else, or they just might not know how to take control of their life and move forward, because they've been looping in the same karmic cycle after karmic cycle. What do they want you to know? That they're trying to manifest you, manifest this connection, manifest a way out. Because they know the first step to recovery is admittance, right? So they're admitting that they are stuck. This temptation could be also the devil's energy. So they could have, serious attachments, addictions. And that might be blocking their ability to manifest a new beginning for themselves. What else do they want you to know? Busy and distracted. I think they are keeping themselves busy. Because they feel overwhelmed when they think about you, because every time they think about you, they think about how stuck they are. So I feel this is what, this going through the motions is all about as well. Keeping themselves busy so they don't have to think too much. I don't think they're being very successful with that, though. I don't. Based on what we're seeing here, what can we expect will be this person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading? We have the Two of Wands in reverse. And for that, Two of Wands in reverse for me goes to the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning. And it's about taking action as well. We have the Devil in reverse. Beautiful. We have the Emperor in reverse. That's a control freak and someone who abuses their power. And we have Strength. I love this lineup. Okay, because this tells me that your person, they're going to be stepping into their power. I think they're finally going to take action, find the strength within themselves to say no and to break free of any attachments they may have to things that just don't serve them. Okay, and there might be someone in their life that has always tried to control your person. They're going to be standing up to that person or standing up to that energy. It might be the energy of addiction. They may have been given their power away to this. But we see them standing in their power, standing in their strength, and moving in a new direction and taking control of their life. Okay? What's the advice for you, Pile 3? What's the advice? We have healing. Okay, and it is a card number 2 here. Okay, so I think that both of you guys are on this healing road. Okay, really facing your pain, facing your trauma, and wanting to face and heal this connection. Both of you guys have that desire. Your person just kind of going about a very dysfunctional roundabout way, right? Okay, we have here naughtiness. Okay, so, this person's going to be coming back. Okay, and Spirit says, try to recapture that playful energy that you guys had. Okay, that energy of, being free to express your inner child, being flirtatious, being lighthearted, building that friendship. Okay, because that's what's going to really start a new cycle for you guys, that energy of friendship and trust. Okay, so Spirit saying focus on that. Okay, all right, my love, so that was your reading. I hope that that was helpful. Thank you so much for everything that you do for this channel, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. It all helps the channel grow, and I'm very grateful. Take care.